Yo, what's up guys? Engineer Ken nga pala. So, sa video na to, meron tayong solve na problem about DC circuits. Okay. So, bago yan, pag di ka pa nakasubscribe sa channel natin, please subscribe, hit that notification bell para updated ka sa mga videos natin. And if magustuhan mo tong video, please do hit that like button naman. Okay. So, meron tayong problem dito. A process equipment contains 100 gallons of water at 25 degrees Celsius. It is required to bring it to boiling in 10 minutes. The heat loss is estimated to be 5%. What is the kilowatt hour or kilowatt rating of the heater? Okay, so ang hinahanap natin is yung kilowatt rating ng heater natin. Okay, so breakdown natin itong mga given na to. So meron tayong 100 gallons of water, 25 degrees Celsius. So, kailangan daw natin siyang i-boil in 10 minutes. So, meaning, boil. So, since water ito, so alam naman natin yung boiling point ng water, 100 degrees Celsius. So, meron tayo ditong volume. So, volume is equal to 100 gallons. And temperature 1, initial temperature 25 degrees Celsius. And T2 natin, or T final, 100 degrees Celsius. So, yung heat loss natin, so meron daw tayong heat loss na 5%. So, 5% kung ano yung rating natin, so 5% nun is mapupunta sa heat loss. Okay, so HL na lang, heat loss. So, 5% ng P input natin. So, yung P input natin, yun na yung kilowatt hour rating ng heater. Tapos, yung P output naman natin, yun na yung kailangang power output para maboil natin yung 100 gallons of water na initially 25 degrees Celsius into 100 degrees Celsius in just 10 minutes. Okay. So, ano nga ba yung gagawin natin dito? So, first siguro, identify natin tong mga given. So, ayun na, identify na natin. Next. So, alam naman natin, di ba, na meron tayong formula ng power. So, P is equal to energy per unit time. Okay. So, itong energy na to, in terms of joules, in terms of calorie, so, depende na yan sa gagamitin nating unit. Pero for this video, ang pinakagagamitin natin dito is yung joules. Okay. So, alam naman natin, formula ng energy. So, meron tayong volume dyan. So, MC delta T. Yan. So, meron tayong mass, meron tayong specific heat capacity, and yung temperature difference. So, kunin natin yung mass. So, 100 gallons in terms of volume ito. So, let's try to convert it muna to liters. Okay. So, alam naman natin, di ba, na 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters. So, tandaan natin tong conversion na to. So, dapat alam natin to since importante ito. Next. So, pag meron na tayong 1 liter or liters, so, alam din natin dapat na 1,000 liter, yung equivalent mass niyan in terms of kilogram is approximately 1,000 kilogram. Since yung 1 liter natin is approximately 1 kilogram in yung mass niya. So, since meron na tayong conversions from gallons to liter and liter to kilogram, pwede na natin i-convert to para makuha na natin yung mass. So, 100 gallons times, so 1 gal is equal to 3.785 liters. And to convert it to mass, so approximate lang to. So 1,000 liter is equal to 1,000 kilograms. So kahit 1 liter is to 1 kilogram na lang. Okay, so ginamit ko lang siya since ito yung example natin. So gallons and liters. So magiging unit na natin dito is mass, which is kilogram. So mass natin is equal to 100 times 3.785 times 1,000, or 1,000 over 1,000, which is 1 lang din. So ang magiging mass natin is 378.5 kilograms. Ayan. So meron tayong mass dito, 378.5 kilograms. Then, yung specific heat capacity naman natin, so since yung liquid natin is water, so constant ito, meron siyang value ng C equal to 4186 joules per kilogram. Ayan. 4186 joules per kilogram. So it is C for water. Yan. So lagay natin 4186. Next. So temperature difference natin is T2 or T final minus T initial. So 4186, T2 100, T1 25. So meron tayong energy output in joules. Joules per kilogram degree Celsius dapat ito. Celsius. Ayan. So, para makuha natin yung unit na joules. Kasi meron tayong kilograms dito. And joules per kilogram degree Celsius and degree Celsius. So, magka-cancel lang yung unit. Ang kuha nating unit is unit of energy or joules. Okay, so solve natin yung energy natin. 378.5 times 4186 times 100 minus 25. So, meron tayong ilan to? So, 118,830.75. 0075. Yan. So, 118,830,075 joules. So, let's try to compute. So, since meron na tayong energy, so, de-divide na natin siya ngayon sa time natin, which is 10 minutes. Pero, ang kailangan natin for this formula is in seconds. Okay, so convert natin tong time natin. So, lagay natin dito. T is equal to, so time ito wag malilito sa T1 and T2. So, time is 10 minutes. So, alam naman natin, 1 minute, 60 seconds. So, ang sagot dito is 600 seconds. Okay. So, 118,830,075 divided by 600. So, P out natin ngayon, since ito yung kailangang rating para maboil natin yung 100 gallons of water. So, ang sagot dito is, divide na lang natin to ng 600. So, 198,050.125. 0.125. So, kailangan natin kunin yung lahat para mas exact yung makuha nating sagot. So, ayan, meron na tayong P out. Next, so kukunin na ngayon natin yung P input natin. So, yun yung hinahanap, di ba? So, P input. So, nagay tayo ng formula dito. P input is equal to, syempre, P output and plus yung losses natin. So, P loss. Yan. So, di ba tama naman? P input natin is equal dun sa output plus yung mga na-loss due to heat losses, etc. Okay. So, P input is equal to P output natin, 198,050.125 plus P loss natin, which is equal to 5% down ng P input. So, 0.05 P input. So, kung manipulate natin tong equation na to, ang nangyayari dyan, P input minus 0.05 P input is equal to 198,050.125. So, hindi na kasya. So, try natin lagay dito. So, medyo magulo na siya. Okay. So, P input minus 0.05 P input. So, may imaginary kasi dyan, di ba, na number, which is 1. So, ibig sabihin, kung i-factor out natin yung P input na variable, ang mangyayari dyan is magiging P input times 1 minus 0.05 equals yung P out natin. So, P input now is equal to 198,050.125 divided by ito. So, ibababa lang natin itong 1 minus 0.05. So, I think alam naman na natin, no, kung paano na punta sa baba siya. So, ang ginawa lang dito, hindi lang pinakita, is multiply natin both sides by 1 over 0.0 1 over 1 minus 0.05 para matanggal to and ma-isolate natin yung P input. Kasi 'di ba 1 minus 0.05 times 1 over 1 minus 0.05. So same yung numerator and denominator, so magiging 1 na lang to, so magiging 1 times P input. So P input. Tapos ito naman 198,050.125 times 1 over 1 minus 0.05. Ito na siya. Okay, so P input natin, solve natin. So, divide na lang natin to ng 1 minus 0.05. Ayan, so, ang sagot natin is 474 watts. Or since naka-kilowatt tong choices natin, so convert natin to in terms of kilowatts. So divide lang natin siya ng 1,000. So 1,000 watt is 1 kilowatt. So cancel. So P input natin equals 208 point. So, approximate na lang natin 5 kilowatts. Yan. Yan. So, medyo magulo lang yung final answer natin since marami tayong sinolve. Pero, ito yung pinakamalapit na exact answer. So, kung titignan natin tong choices natin, so, ang magiging sagot natin for this problem is letter D, which is 207 kilowatts. Okay, so if may questions, feel free to comment, and thank you ulit sa pakikinig and panonood. Bye guys!